Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Mystical, and I'm bringing you some League of Legends Dominion beta commentary this time. Playing as Tryndamere on my Smurf Hotcrots GG on the EU servers, and if you have the eyes to notice that I get like 40 ping on EU servers. I generally play on the American servers because friends. Yeah, not like nobody I know in real life plays League of Legends, so I have Jono, my favourite internet buddy of all time, to play with. And that's all I could ever ask. So, on with the show. Dominion. First thing to note, you start from 1,375 gold. Boom. That's great for champions, and I'll go into items in a minute. You also start off with level 3, which means you can put 3 skill points in. Recall now only takes 4.5 seconds. And the map, basically, these points are capture points. You do get objectives, which usually like capture a certain point, defend a certain point. If you do those objectives, you do get extra points. So always nice to look out for them. This is the windmill. This is like the neutral point. This is the point that you really want to control, because these 2 points, well, these 4 points, are easier to capture for like whichever corresponding side. This one is completely in the middle, so that's generally the neutral point that you want. These points, these are relics that like give you speed boosts. They're nice. They're nice for mobility. And these little health packs spawn here, which give you health. The masteries that increase like buff duration will increase the duration of these. And in here there are 2 buffs that you just collect. You just right click on them and like capturing a tower really. You may also notice that the outer ring of the map is completely visible, and in the inner there is fog of war. Same with these little bits here, and that's cool. And the inside bit, there's no fog of war. So basically, this game type is completely dominated by tanky DPS and well, other tanks, I guess. Casters don't really fit in much. High mobility champs are great, like Twisted Fate. Champions that I've seen that stand out a lot so far are Garen, he's a cunt. Rammus, he's a cunt. Twisted Fate's a cunt, and Gangplank's a cunt. Tryndamere's also pretty decent. But straight away we get into a mini little team fight here because we wanted to go for that windmill. We start attacking Rammus, which is gay, because Rammus is the tank, and yeah. But I do believe we do manage to get a kill here. I exhaust Garen, and then we hunt him down. Fate gets that kill, but it's K. And then on the bottom line, we've pretty much just got us sort of like hassling them. Don't know what happened there, but yeah. Then basically Ash escapes because Heimerdinger came and kind of did some stuff, and then I'm like, hey Heimer, and then I go up and help Fate capture the windmill because the windmill is a good place to cap. Then I'm like, dude, gonna have to recall now. Even though I did have 2 health pots, I was like, oops, big mistake. But now they are gonna go for the windmill, so Fate is just pushing minions. I'm like, no, just Fate, go back, stop Rammus. And he's like, KK. And then he's like, stun card, go, bam. And then they neutralize it, but and then I get into a fight. No, I don't get into a fight. I just have to stop the minions from pushing. It's K, guys. Also, you've probably noticed these bars up here. This is the score, basically. This is the life of your Nexus. When it hits 0, that's when you lose. Here comes Garen the cunt again, who pretty much executes Twisted Fate. You lose Nexus life if anyone on your team dies, and also if you lose a capture point. Money, you just gain loads of money, and I kind of get into a fight, which was dumb. I do get my ult here, but I don't need to use it. So I don't know. Garen's a cunt. Garen could just like ulti me now and kill me, and that's what he's trying to do. And I'm like no, so I'm just gonna ult, and this was a proper mistake on my part. But see that he managed to he executes me just in time, and I'm like no, and then I'm like go Rammus, go, but then Ashy is like die, and yeah, and then we're winning right now because we have more Nexus life, but because they have more points captured than us, it means that we are slowly losing Nexus life. Here's your Nexus. It looks pretty cool. And I'm like, Rammus, you can go and cap that. And then Rammus is like, hell no. And then he walks through the building and he's like, I'm going to cap it. I'm like, die, Twisted Fate. But he runs away like a pussy. And Rammus has stopped capturing. I don't know why. Items. Let's go over items because I have nothing else to talk about. Okay. Some items have been taken out probably because imbalanced, and some items have been added in. Sanguine Blade is kind of replacing the Bloodthirster. You got replacing the Doran's items with the Prospector's items. These basically give damage and ability power and some health. That gives mana regen. This one gives lifesteal. They're pretty cool. The Phage, most of the new items are really just like sort of a counterpart to others. Like Frozen Mallet is like quite a defensive item. Entropy is the more offensive. It doesn't give you as much health, but it gives you the attack damage, and it gives you a nice active as well. Deal 82 damage over 2.5 seconds. It's pretty nice for every attack. Elixirs are gone. Oracle has been replaced with Oracle's Extract, which gives you stealth detection for 5 minutes or until you die. There's a counterpart for the Banshee's Veil called the... I think it's like... It's an omen. Kitai's Blood Razor is the Magic's Blood Razor counterpart. It deals magic damage. The Randuin's Veil, I think it's like a Banshee's Veil, but rather than blocking an ability, it stores all magic damage, and then you can like release it for a big burst of damage. Yeah, it could be useful for tanks, but maybe it's probably more viable if the enemy team is going quite a bit of like AP, which is pretty unlikely in this game type. Lightbringer, it basically gives you attack speed, attack damage, and your physical attacks reveal your enemy for a few amount of seconds. There's Twisted Fate being a cunt and just teleporting over to our thing, and I'm like, no, I'm not having that. And then I'm like, BAM! And I'm like, you're dead, son! And he exhausts me, but I'm like, nah, you're dead, son! And I chase him, but then there's Garen, and I'm like, fuck! Demacia! And this is why I hate Garen. Look, I popped my ult way too early, and oh, he happens to be carrying Ignite. Gay! Look at his build. What's he doing? The Lightbringer, there's an AP counterpart to it as well. And then there's loads of stuff in AP that I'm not even going to go over. I don't think it... Doran's Ring, bye-bye. Yeah. Are there any new boots? Priscilla's Blessing. That is like an Eliza's Miracle, I guess. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's good for someone who just wants to go around capping, being a team player. It gives you movement speed active. And makes you cap faster. I like it. I like it. Alright, now on with the gameplay, I guess. Right now we're kind of being dominated. They've gone and like captured a lot of the points, and we're trying to make a comeback. I'm like, screw this, I'm going for Windmill. You guys can easily take that. Rammus and Twisted Fate are like, give me Nick buffs. Rammus gets that buff, and then I'm like, Windmill, and then the glitch minion. And Twisted Fate relieves him from his misery, and I'm like, yo, Twisted Fate, let's capture this shit. And he's like, yes, son. And then they're like, Rammus is like, no man, Garen, what you playing at, blood? And then Heim is like, hi. And then we cut Windmill, and I'm like, let's go help the team. And then we see Ash, and we're like, she is fit. And then we see Garen, and we're like, he is fit. And I'm like, I make the mistake of following Garen into a brush. I mean, how amateur is that? But it's K. I ate some oranges, and it was K, because Rammus comes along and saves me. But then we're making the comeback now. I mean, look at us go. We got 3 points, and then boom! I so could avoid that. But then here comes Ash. Here comes Ash using a ghost, dominated by Rammus, and I'm like, yo, Fate, what? Oh, I put my ulti up. That was the stupidest ulti ever. Look, nice ult, you. I don't mind. I got the kill, and I didn't need my ulti for like the 90-second cooldown that it was on. So better to be safe than sorry. Troll, lol, 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 lol. And now Rammus is like, okay, and Heim's like, charge. Oh yeah, the minions spawn out of like these things. If you control the turret, then they spawn out of them. There's not that many, like only 3 minions spawn, but they stack up as you see right here. There's a freaking anti-turret minion. You get those by using the summoner spell promote, and right here I get fucked. If you use the summoner spell promote, it means that you can promote a normal minion into an anti-cannon minion, which basically means it does loads of damage to turrets and shit. The other new summoner is look at this. I think I juked Garen. Oh no, it may not be here. Oh yeah, this is where I completely fuck up Heimer. I'm like, yo Heimer, and he's like, yo. I'm like, yeah, and then I back off because getting a bit wary, and I'm like, yo Heimer, ah, and I kill him. I thought that was pretty cool, because being someone who never plays Trynd, I'm not used to doing shit like that. What was I talking about? Can't remember. Oh yeah, summoner spell. The other new summoner spell replaces fortify, and it is garrison. Garrison basically makes your turrets hit a lot harder for about 8 seconds, or makes an enemy turret hit a lot weaker for about 8 seconds. I mean, I can see how it would be useful, but it's nothing. I'm not really going to sacrifice any summoner that I've got for it. I think Ghost is good for the mobility, and Exhaust is good for the anti-mobility, and the fact that tanky DPS is freaking everywhere. And then I'm like, Garen, I want my revenge, and I'm like, Dah! I jump on him, and then Twisted Fate's here, and we're like, let's kill him. So we kill him, and Twisted Fate's like, and then I'm worried that someone's going to go windmill, so I go windmill, knowing that we've got this situation under control here, Ash and Rammus. Sure enough, Ash goes windmill, and she's at half health, so I'm like, I could take advantage of this, and I'm like, in the rear, and she's like, oh no, and then Twisted Fate, and I thought that was the enemy Twisted Fate, and I was like, oh no, but it was our Twisted Fate, and we kill Ash, so, yeah. Now we will push. Pushing like to these towers is not very good choice, because they generally spawn right out of there in like 10 seconds. So then we focus Rammus because we're funny, and he dies, and I'm like, uh-oh, better run, and I'm like, oh noes. I didn't notice this, but I used my mocking shout, and I thought that would thingy them, like slow them, but it doesn't. I'm like, quickly, and spinning slash away, but I don't. Item wise, I'm just sort of going critical hit, and I was gonna build like seals and phantom dancers because the movement is nice, but that didn't really happen. And then Garen's like, yo, gonna push, and I'm like, yo. Garen was my mortal enemy in this because I freaking hate Garen. And then I want to go and kill Garen because he's on half health, and I'm like, Garen, where are you? And I'm like, there's Garen, and I'm like, come on, you want some? And I pretty much stay out of his judgment, and then I'm like, pow, 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 on him, and go on, yeah, lovely critical hit there. Woo. If you use an ability and then try and cap a tower, you have to wait like 3 seconds after using an ability to cap the tower. I mean, I guess it's fair, but right now we're still down by like 70 Nexus life, but boy oh boy are we're gonna make an epic comeback at the end. I don't want to ruin it, but sorry. Oh, you also get a buff after you cap a tower, like High Ash. And then Twisted Fate, and we're like, get wrecked, son. And Ash only escapes because Garen. And I'm like, endless rage, son. And he ignites me, what a surprise. And I'm like, Q, and then I still die. And then Ash dies. And I'm like, oh, we've lost windmill now. team, go windmill, team, go windmill. And Shin's like, hey, did you there? Let's push here. And Heimer is dead. But I mean, if you won't be able to get to like a capture point in time, you might as well try and push another one like they're doing here. I'm like, yo, there's 3 of you, just kill Twisted Fate, he's not going to do anything. Twisted Fate seemed fairly bulky here, I don't know. But yeah, they neutralize that, and I'm like, oh no. And then we go in, and Ash gets wrecked, and this is what I do. No, it's not here. But I'm like, yo. I'm mocking shout, and as he turns to face me, how gay is that? And then he's like, ghost, and I'm like, ghost, because I really wanted to catch him. But no. And then he gets kind of too close to his territory, so. And I'm like, TF, Ramos, B. And then Garen comes in, Ramos comes in, and I'm like, yeah, Garen will come in and just destroy you, so. Oh no, that's Garen. And Garen's being a dick again. I'm like, gotta go weave through these minions. And then watch this, he's like, sit down, son. He totally didn't expect that. That was just, yeah. I foolishly stay and try and fight him, but gotta build some fury up, you know. You get me. You get me, son. And Garen obviously does not like me, and yeah. I mean, if I'd popped my ulti there, I might have been able to get that kill. But he would have ignited me and killed me anyway. But look at that, we're making our comeback here. But thanks to Garen the dick. Nah, actually, good old Ramos and Twisted Fate. Boom, 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 boom. TFOP. That's all I can say, really. TF and Ramos. Who else would be good for this game? Apparently Ezreal is quite viable because of his ult. I'm not gonna say anything about that because I have actually the one game I've seen an Ezreal play and he went like 3-10. So right here, that's a fight that we can't win. And there's me like, yeah, I'm Tryndamere, don't worry, I got this. And then it turns out that I didn't get it. I didn't get it. Oh, I hit Homer. What a beast. And I'm like, let me go heal. And then I realize, well, that's not the healing platform. And then Ash kind of, yeah, just kind of do that. And then look, we get pentacapped. How? And then you just think, gay, it's over. We can't recover from a pentacap. And he's like, Shin, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm killing people. And Jin dies. Nice. And I'm like, let's kill Rams. And so we kill Rams. And then I'm like, let's kill Garen. So we kind of do. Here I'm doing Zomans, but I'm like, nah man, spinning slash. Oh yeah, actually, I need to show you. If you press tab, right, you got personal score, which is your personal score, and then you got these things, which is basically like number 1 is the best on your team. So that's just fit right now, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair, I guess. I'm number 2 because I'm freaking hardcore. And then you've got kill death assist, and that's actually it really. It's nothing new. So me and Twisted Fate being beasts, helping the team out. We're on 14 points. We're on 14 points. This is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a very close one. And we're like, yes, son. We got them in a bad position now. See if we can push, Fate. And I'm like, let's push, son. And Fate's like, screw the minions. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And there's Garen and Ramos fighting Jin. Whilst we're like, we got this. And then Heimerdinger, he's like, yeah, you need to go over here now. So he goes over there now and kind of does that. Then we catch that. I recall, I'm like, Heimer, you're not getting away with this. I'm like, Ghost, meow. And I go, wee. And then, but Ash was already there, and I didn't want to steal the kill, so I just used Mocking Shout. I would have chased him if Ash didn't get the kill, so. But then I'm gonna cap this turret. Enemy Fate's gonna cap that turret. Garen's over here trying to cap that turret. We gotta catch this. Look at that. We managed to get that though. So that's still good. That's still in our possession. And look at this. We're taking this. We got minions pushing this one too. That's nice. That's always nice. We still got them. We still got them like 2 caps down. So I'm pushing. I want that windmill. While they're distracted there, I'm gonna grab windmill. There goes Rammus. I'm thinking, gotta stop Rammus. Better off stopping him than freaking getting a point of my own. Cause yeah, if I get ganked, I'm in trouble. And I'm like, yo Rammus, and I hit him to stop his capture. And I'm like, oh god, it's Garen. No surprises there. And I die. And my engine's raging. I'm like, run! And I'm like, Nyam! I mean, if he didn't have ignite, that would have been good. But then here comes Ash. Boom, boom, boom. 4-shot Rammus OP. Then Fate's here. Rammus is pushing windmill, which is good. We've still got the advantage. We managed to capture this point too, which was nice. But we're about to lose it because Jhin cannot defend against 3 people. He's not that OP. We're getting this point. We got windmill. We got quarry. We have them in a bad position right now. It's 14 to 50. How is this going to end out? How? Alright, sorry about that. I'm like, how is this going to end out? And then Twist Fate, what a cunt, escapes. And he's like, I'm going to push this turret. And then I'm like, oh no, you wait, baby. I'm like, no, you wait. But then Ash is all like, oh, there he goes. I'm like, cool, I'll see Ash. And she's like, I'm so cool. And then I'm like, no, we're not gonna lose now. We've gone too far. Look at that, those turrets, pro turrets. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna defend this. And then I'm like, Ash, come help me. I can't kill Garen. And then Garen's like, oh, I'm gonna zone you out. And Ash is like, oh, you could catch her. Like, run away from Garen. And I'm like, no. And then he probably could have gone that way and killed me, but he didn't. So I'm like, lol, and then he's gonna chase me. And I'm like, gonna cry. But then Ash gets there too late, but she does kill the enemy Ash, which is nice, And right now I just want to escape, so I do. I'm like, I'm gonna go heal before I go and confront him, because he could just ult me and I'll die. Gives him Ash health back, and I'm like, yo, Garen, this is it. This is the showdown. This is the decider. But then Fate comes and kind of does stuff. But nevertheless, we're gonna recap this turret. That's K. And look at that. Their points are draining. Our points have stayed on 14 for a long time. We have done a good job defending. And wow, this is one close match. It all boils down to the last seconds now. And then Ash is like, no, we really need to make a 5-on-5 first team to get 50 kills wins or something. I mean, nobody wants to play the game, just fighting K. I'm like, dude, this ain't Summoner's Rift, baby. This is all about tactics, son. And then Rammus taunts me while I'm like freaking miles away, and I'm like, yo, Rammus. And then I end up like killing myself because of his 4 melee ability, and it's almost. But right before they capture windmill, which probably would have lost us the game, freaking they lose points, and bada bing, bada boom, victory. Get out, son. Tryndamere OP. Enough blocks. Woo!